Hopefully this was an easy Friday for you. This is the handout you got today, so let's get started. All right, so either I have so many of these. Sometimes I forget which one I gave you, and I don't. I hope this is the one I gave you. If it's not, this is actually your quiz. Well, so let's see. The larger of two numbers, if they're the larger of two numbers, if you're right off the bat, if it says the larger of two numbers, it means that, well, there's two numbers and one of them is the larger one, the other one is the smaller one. So let's identify them, right? So the larger of two numbers, 10 more than the smaller number. Well, the larger is 10 more than the small number. Well, the small number we know nothing about, so we'll call it x. So the larger is 10 plus x. Identify your players. Now we can set up the equation. And we have 5 times the larger, 10 plus x. We put it in parentheses because it's two terms. Is 40 more than 6 times the smaller. You translate it step by step, word by word, and you'll be fine. Oh, there's my equation. It's pretty proper here. Get 50 plus 5x equals 40 plus 6x. We have variables on both sides. Get rid of one of them. Getting rid of the smaller one here. So I can do minus 5x here, minus 5x. These two go away, right? It's just 0. I'm not going to write 0. 50 is the only thing left over on the left side. And I have 40 plus 6x minus 5. It's x. Minus 40 on both sides, right? Minus 40. And x is 10. So our small number is 10. And the large number is 10 plus 10, which makes it 20. Second angle of a triangle. So there's a triangle has 3 angles, right? So any triangle has 1, 2, 3 angles, right? So let's call it angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. The second angle is 3 times as large as the first angle. So it's 3 times the first angle. Do we know anything about the first angle? No, so we'll call that x. So the second angle is 3 times x. The third angle is 30 degrees more than the first angle. So whatever the first angle is, 30 degrees more. So there we go, 30 plus x. That's it. I mean, and then find the measure of their angles or the sum. So all 3 angles. So the angles of a triangle, if you have the angles of a triangle, it will always equal to 180. So x plus 3x plus 30 plus x equals 180. Combine like terms. That gives me 5x plus 30, right? Equals 180. We can subtract 30 from each side. That goes away. I get 5x equals 150. Divide both sides by 5. And x equals 30. So the small angle is 30. Let's call that 30 degrees. The second angle is 3 times 30, which gives me a 90-degree angle. So that, and the last angle is 30 plus 30, which is 60. So again, if we add all those 3 angles, we should get 180, and we do. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't come today because this was going to be your quiz. Looks like this was going to be a quiz. 3 consecutive even integers. All right, so right after that, let's identify. So my first even integer is x. The second one would be x plus 2. Third one would be x plus 4. Are such that the sum of the smallest, okay, so 1, 2, 3, right? The smallest, which is x, right? Sum implies addition. The sum of the smallest and is who? 3 times the second, which is x plus 2, is equal 38, right? 38 more than plus twice the third, which is x plus 4. Let's do this tree property. So x stays, we multiply these two, we get 3x plus 6 equals 38 plus 2x, and then here plus 8. Now there's, I like this problem because we have variables on both sides, we have parentheses on both sides, so we get to do everything here. So we did the security property. Second thing, I look at the left side. Look here. Can I combine anything? Yeah, I combine the x and the 3x. That gives me 4x. And then plus 6. On the other side, remember there's that wall. On the other side, I can combine 38 and 8. I get 46 plus 2x. So the security property is gone. Combined like term is gone. Now I do take care of the variables if there are variables on both sides. And there are. There's the 4x here and the 2x on the other side. Can't combine them because they're on different sides. So let's get rid of one of them. So let's get rid of the 2x. How do I get that 2x to become 0? Well, I subtract. The 2x minus 2x does give me 0, and that's how I get rid of the 2x. Therefore, I subtract 2x on the other side, right? Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. Keep your equation balanced. So 4x minus 2x is 2x. Plus 6 comes down. 46 comes down here. The two-step equation. Subtract 6. Subtract 6. These two go away. 2x equals 40. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 20. So my first even integer is 20, which makes the second 22 and the third 24. One number is twice another number, so there's two numbers. So let's call it number 1 and number 2. One number, this number here, is twice another number. Well, the first one is twice the other number. Well, the other number is just x, which means the first number is twice the other, double. Those are my two terms, right? They're my two players in this particular equation, x and 2x. So let's translate 12. Here's 12. Is equal sign subtracted from, oops, sorry. So 12 is subtracted from, sorry, I meant that. 12 is subtracted from the larger number. Who's the larger number? Obviously 2x. The result, it equals 7 more than means add the smaller number, which is x. Now, there's one thing here, subtracted from, right? So that's a turnaround word. So 12 and 2x are going to switch positions. So it's actually going to be 2x minus 12, and then 7 plus x. That's it. That's your equation. We have, again, no distributive property. There's no combined like terms, but there's variables on both sides. So, well, let's get rid of this guy here, plus x, the minus x, and that's going to give me a minus 0 here. That's going to go away. 7 comes down. Don't forget I have to subtract x on this side. 2x minus x is just x, and then minus 12. From here on, it's plus 12 on both sides. That goes away. X equals 19. So my small number is 19, and the big number is 2 times 19, which is 38. So let's look at the sentence here. Let's see if I'm right. If you take 12 from the larger number, so if I take 12 from 38, it's going to give me 26. So the answer, so it says here, if you take 12 from the large number, which is 38, the answer, which is 26, is 7 more than the small number. Is 26 7 more than the small number? Yes, it is. Very good. Wow. I don't think I made a mistake yet. Sum of the two children is 16 years old. Okay, so we have child A and child B. So this is one of those problems that we have to do a table. Well, we don't have to, but just help us organize. So now, and 4 years ago, so we need their ages 4 years ago. So we need their ages today. So right now, if I add their ages, it equals 16. So if I call child A x, he's x years old. Child B is going to be 16 minus x, right? Whatever child A is, you subtract from 16, you get child B, right? Because we know both of their ages added up equals 16. So 4 years ago, child A is x minus 4. 4 years ago, child B is 16 minus x, and we're going to take away 4. We can combine 16 and minus 4 and just write 12 minus x. So that's what I'm going to work with. So now I can set up my equation. 4 years ago, the age of the older child was 3 times the age of the younger child. So the age of the so let's just call this the older child and younger child. So the age of the older child, was 3 times the age of the younger child. Sorry, not x. this guy. Let me highlight this because these are the two ages I'm going. So the age of the older child equals 3 times the age of the younger child. X minus 4, nothing to do here. Distributive property over here. 36 minus 3x. We have variables on both sides. I want to get rid of the one with the smaller coefficient. That's just, I think it's simpler. So I'm going to do plus 3x here, because that's going to give my 0, right? I'm going to do plus 3x over here. X plus 3x is 4x. Let me bring the minus 4 down. And 36 comes down as well. Do I need that 0? No. Plus 4 on both sides. That goes away, and we get 4x equals 40. Divide both sides by 4, x equals 10. So that means the the older child is 10, and the young child, 16 minus 10, is 6 years old. All right, please don't share what I'm about to say. So on your quiz on Monday, just because you watched this and you handed in, you did your check for understanding correctly. When you write your name, and I give you your quiz, I want you to write it backwards, your full name backwards. That will get you the 2 points, your extra 2 percentage points, okay? Well, so if you're watching, for my 2 to 4 viewers that are currently watching my video, I'm giving you 2 bonus points, okay? So don't forget to do that. And don't share. Amy's 12, so we have Amy, and we have Penny. Amy is, I guess now, 12 more than half of Penny's age. So whatever Penny is, we'll call it P divided by 2. 12 more than Penny's age divided by 2. Okay? And Penny is just Penny. Right? That's her age. Oh, you could have used X. In 7 years, so we got to do plus 7 here. In 7 years, Penny, who's Penny years old age right now, she's going to be P plus 7. And Amy's going to be 12 plus P over 2 plus 7, which is literally 19 plus 3 plus over 2. In 7 years, Amy's age, so let me highlight what we're going to use, because I apparently keep using the wrong age. Amy's age, 19 plus P over 2, will be equals 22 less than 2 times Penny's age, and Penny's age is P plus 7. All right, so everything looks good except that I need to switch, right? The word is less than, so 2 times P plus 7 will switch with 22, right? These two terms will switch positions. That's it. The rest is just solving. So 19 plus P over 2 equals 2P, right? Distributive property, plus 14 minus 22. Distributive property is done. Look at the left side. Can I combine 19 and P over 2? I can't. On the right side, can I combine 14 and 22? I can. So 2P minus 8. We have variables on both sides. Who do you want to get rid of? It's really up to you. Right? Obviously, so P over 2 is the same thing as half. So let me just write that again. Right, so maybe we can write it 19 plus, that makes it a little bit easier. Right, half of P and 2P, half times P. So let's get rid of the, nothing changes, right? So get rid of this, minus half P, and we do minus half P. So that goes away. I'm left with 19, and 2P minus half P, and we're just going to write it as a decimal, 1.5P minus 8. Now we do plus 8, that's 27, equals 1.5P. We divide both sides by, so we have 27 equals 1.5P. We're going to divide both sides by P, 1.5, and I have no idea what that is. 18. I divide by 1.5. All right. Yeah, look at that. I was right. P equals 18. So Penny is 18. If you divide 18 by 2, you get 9, and 9 plus 12 makes Amy 19. Okay. And in 7 years, Penny will be 25, right? 18 plus 5. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 plus 18 is 28. So in 7 years, Amy will be 22 less than 2 times Penny's age. So if you multiply Penny's age by 2, you get 50. Isn't 28, sorry, 22 less than 50? Yeah, so we're good. Now everyone's favorite. So again, you have choices here. If you want to work with a fraction, work with a fraction. So here, let's multiply. So if you distribute profit, you have a calculator. Okay, so we get, let's multiply 2, we get 6. So actually, I'm going to simplify. I don't have a calculator. So when you multiply the first two, right, it's negative a half times 2/3. So this and this can go out, and I actually get 1/3 x. Then I multiply negative a half, right, times negative 3/4. So the negative times the negative, first of all, so you get a positive. There's nothing to simplify, so you get actually 3/8 minus 7/2x equals negative 83/24. I am definitely not a fan of this, right? You want to combine, well, obviously you can combine these two and just combine as a fraction. Be my guest. I guess because you have a calculator, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to treat it as if I don't. So if I don't have a calculator, I'm going to find the LCM of 3, 8, 2, and 24, which is 24. I'm going to multiply everybody here by 24. 24 times a third, 24 times 3/8, 24 times 7/2, and 24 times 83/24. And that's going to give me, that's going to get rid of all the denominators for me. So 24 times 1/3 is negative 8x. Okay, and then positive, so that's done. Positive times a positive is a positive. 24 divided by 8 is 3 times 3, I get 9. Positive times a negative is a negative. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 times 7 is 84x. And 24 times negative 83/24 is just negative 83. I like this better. Okay, so combine like terms, I can combine these two. It gives me negative 92x plus 9 equals negative 83, right? Combine this with this, they're like terms, and then plus 9. Minus 9 on this side, minus 9 on this side. Uh-oh, look what I get. I get, that goes away, I get 92x. This is 92x over negative 92. Well, I'm going to divide both, so let me bring that up here. So I'm going to divide by negative 92. I'm going to divide by negative 92. Negative divided by negative is a positive, and that just gives me 1. 1 times x is just x, and this gives me 1. So that was my answer. I am upset because this was your quiz, and this would have been really easy to grade. All right, anyways, x equals 1. But remember, I'm not going to check because I'm too lazy, but it's solve and check. Well, fine, I can check. So x equals 1. And then what you have to do was, I don't know, turn page over and substitute. So negative 2, and then you're going to replace, we're going to put a 1 here, and we're going to put a 1 here, right? Notice that if we multiply 2/3 times 1, it's just 2/3, so that's just going to become that. If you multiply 7/2 times 1, it's just 7/2 equals negative 83 over 24. So on the left side, we already know it's negative 83 over 24. We just hope that the left side is the same. So I have a calculator. Well, because I'm too lazy to get up, I'm going to, well, so inside here, let's figure that out. It's going to be times 4, that's going to be 8. Right, that's what we get. Minus 7 over 2. Negative 1 over 2. This is going to give me negative 1 over 12. Minus 7 over 2. Negative and negative is a positive. 2 over 24. Minus, and let's change this to 24. And times 12 and times 12. Oh, sorry. One little mistake here, thank God. You multiply, the bottom is 24, right? Positive. And then 1 times 1 is just positive. So it's 1 over 24. And then here, this is becoming negative 84. Thank God. And then you can see that 1 over 24 minus 84 over 24 is indeed 83 over 24, which is what I have on the other side. And that was your check. All right, so I know. Sorry, this could have been your quiz. Yeah, that's it though. Hopefully you did your check for understanding.